Today I will be talking about my top 5 underrated authors. These aren't all of them, but these are 5 of the authors that I feel like I really want to talk about. These are the ones that I find like I love their stories, I think they're amazing and they're not being talked about enough, so I'm going to share them. So the first author I want to talk about, her name is Lish McBride. She is so funny. Like, I love her writing. I own all of her books, I believe, yeah, because she has 4 books out now. She wrote Hold Me Closer, Necromancer, and Necromancing the Stone, which is a duology, and hopefully it's going to be a trilogy. So this duology is, it's like if Percy Jackson was the son of Hades. That's how I always think of it. It's about this kid named Sam. He finds out he's a necromancer, and just chaos and hilarity ensue. It's amazing. I mean, there is that weird moment in the cage, like there's something, if you read it, you know what I'm talking about, but it's just, oh my god, I love this duology so much. Like, the thing is though, when I was reading it, I was like, this is so much like Rick Riordan's humor. Like, I would read a line and be like, that is something Rick Riordan would have written. And so I was reading an interview by Lish McBride, and she mentioned Rick Riordan as one of her favorite authors. You can see the influence. I mean, it's still unique. It's not exactly Percy Jackson or anything. It's not like stealing from it. But you can kind of see that Rick Riordan influence in her writing, which I enjoy because Rick Riordan is one of my favorite authors. And Sam is just so funny. I love him. He's so sarcastic. And this book, I laugh out loud. I've read it twice. I need to reread it again. I love it. Let me just tell you, this entire series is just so hilarious. Lish McBride is one of the funniest authors I've ever read. Her other duology is called Firebug, and then the second book is Pyromantic, about this girl. I've mentioned it before, but it's about this girl who has fire power, but she's in debt to the Katori, which is basically a mafia made up of supernatural creatures, and it's amazing. I just started rereading Firebug, and I'm gonna pick up, and I've already owned Pyromantic, so I have to read that. So hyped for this. After Lish McBride, I wanted to also talk about this author who I read her book way back in middle school. Her name is Michelle Gagnon. I'm probably mispronouncing it. The book I want to talk about is called Don't Turn Around. Like, I love it so much. Okay, if you love hackers, you're gonna love this. Okay, so it's about, well, okay, there's 2 main characters. You have Noah, and she's like wakes up on this like bed in the middle of a warehouse. She has no idea how she got there. All she remembers is like getting hit in the head and being dropped, and then wakes up there. So she escapes, and then she has to go figure out who kidnapped her, and, you know, figure out what is going on, because there's this group of people kidnapping teenagers and experimenting on them, and she's like, what the heck? On top of that, there's this other kid who, crap, I just forgot his name. It's Noah and Peter. There we go. So Peter, he is also a hacker, but he's part of, I really want to call them Anonymous, and I'm like, that is not their name. But he is part of this online group, and he kind of leads them, and basically what they do is they hack into criminal stuff and basically get them arrested. So they kind of are like doing bad things for good reasons, and it's great. And then there's this whole thing about this company and them experimenting on children, and it's just a thrill ride, seriously. And I have read the first and second book, and I own the 3rd book. I'm gonna get on that as soon as possible. It's just so good. It really is top-notch, really amazing. Another author that I really want to talk about is an author that I have mentioned more than once, and I have cosplayed as one of the characters from his books, and I have made a book trailer of one of his books, and this author is Chris Wooding. He is so great. Like, his world building, it is, okay, so Derek Landy, king of the banter, Chris Wooding, king of the world building. Like, he is so good. He is so good at world building. My favorite series by him will always be Malice and Havoc. Like, that was the original series that I read by him. I'm still hoping for a 3rd book. He said maybe, and I have held on to that maybe for over 5 years. I need a third book. I need my ship to be together. Oh my god, I need to see Malice again. It was just so fantastic. So Malice is basically about, it's part comic, part novel. And Malice is a comic series, and it always features these kids that have gone missing, and so like it's really creepy. Like there are missing children out there, and then the artist is drawing them into the comics, and it's just like really creepy. And there is a ritual that you can do to call in Tall Jake, and he will come and take you away to Malice. Turns out that is real. Turns out Tall Jake is real. These missing kids are the ones that called him Tall Jake, and they are literally in Malice. They're in the comic books world. Then you have this kid named Seth. His friend, Luke, all the bad things happen to Luke's, but Luke gets taken away to Malice. So Seth has to go, is like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go to Malice, I'm gonna take down Tall Jake for taking my friend, and then awesomeness ensues. I just cannot get over how amazing it is. In the second book, there were so many plot twists. Like, there were some plot twists in the first one, but the second book I was like, whoa, what? So I'm gonna move on to Chris Wooding, because I can talk about him for hours. After Chris Wooding, I really need to talk about this one author who is just phenomenal with dystopians. Okay, this is one of the most unique dystopians I've ever read, and it's by the author Terry Terry. I read her Slated series. It's about England, which is closed off from the rest of the world. Government's corrupt. You know the spiel about dystopians. In England, there's this procedure where they can, if you're under 18 and you commit a crime. I don't know, it's been a little bit since I read it, so I think it's like really bad crimes. Like if you murdered someone and you're under 18, they will completely wipe your memory. And I don't mean like your memories, I mean everything. They wipe everything. You have to relearn how to walk when you wake up from this procedure. Like, it is intense. So the main character, she has this procedure done, so the question is, what did she do to get the procedure done? And then she gets relocated to a new family, and just awesomeness ensues. But what I love about this series is like how it's not exactly like other dystopian novels. Like, it's similar because, you know, it's dystopian. They always share some sort of elements, but it feels like such a unique take on the dystopian genre, and I love it. I highly recommend Terry Terry. The fifth author that I'm going to be talking about is Emma Pass. Fun fact, the first video I did on this channel was about Emma Pass and her books. She has 2 standalones out. One is called Acid, which stands for something, but I forgot already. And her other book is The Fearless. Acid is a dystopian novel, which, similar to Terry Terry, is a unique spin on the dystopian genre. The way she ends Acid, I don't think I've ever seen that done with a dystopian novel before. And I'm writing my own dystopian novel, and it has inspired how I end my own. And this one also does not take place in America, it takes place in England. I really loved Acid, like it was just amazing. And so The Fearless is a post-apocalyptic book. And this is one that has a unique twist to the, well, sort of a unique twist, I guess, to the love triangle thing. Like, I actually enjoyed the love triangle in this because of the way it was done, and I was like, thank you so much. And it was really interesting. Like, I really enjoyed The Fearless. I think I liked Acid more, but I really enjoyed The Fearless. So those are 5 of the underrated authors that I wanted to mention. There are more, like, so many more. I really enjoyed their stories. Like, they're so amazing. They need to be more popular and have more people like reading their stories because they're so good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Put in the comments whether you've read any of these authors or are interested in reading these authors, and I guess happy reading. Bye! Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I'm going to be doing, today I'm going to be talking about the 5, what am I talking about? Sorry, I need to think before I speak. I forgot. I feel so disappointed in myself. Holy moly! I was trying really not to curse there, but holy moly, okay. I really loved Acid, the book. I made that joke before. Today I will be talking about the 5, okay, now I got it.